Good evening and welcome. The venue is King Arthur's Court, deep in the heart of suburbia Bournemouth. The date is Saturday the 8th of April, and we're here for the live broadcast of the third night of the much acclaimed Stages Theatre for Youth Hamlet. Stages, of course, the new youth theatre in Bournemouth, founded from the great successes had by Richard Inverne and cast at Bournemouth School over the last few years. It promises to be an exciting event. The Echo reporter a few nights ago said, and I quote, that the cast could not have been beaten even by seasoned veterans, which is quite an accolade. So we hope it's going to be a very exciting night. We're trying to catch it on the wing. This broadcast was only decided at the last moment, so we're hoping to get a real frisson of energy tonight. So with that, just remains for me to wish you an enjoyable evening and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please note there will be no flash photography during the performance, and please ensure that all digital watches and mobile phones are turned off. Thank you.
Who's that?
Nay, answer me. Stand and report yourself.
Long live the king.
Marcellus? Say, what's Horatio there? A meeting for him. Welcome, sir.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
I see nothing.
Horatio says it is but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him, touching this dread sight, twice seen to us.
It will not appear. Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears, which is so fortified against our story, what we 2 nights have seen.
Well,
Last night of all, when yon same star was westward from the pole had made its course to illumine that part of heaven where now it burnt, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating once.
please, break thee off. Your breath comes again.
In the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou, the scholar, speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like. Harrods me with fear and wonder.
Who we spoke to?
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou that could serve this time of night? Together with that fair and warlike form in which a majesty of very Denmark can sometimes march. By heaven I judge thee speak!
'Tis offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay! Speak! I charge thee speak!
How now,
It is gone and will not answer.
how now, Horatio? You turn and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy?
Is it not like the king?
As thou art thyself. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, and jump at this there thou, with martial stalk, hath he gone by our watch.
From what particular thought to work I know not. But in the gross and scope of my opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Come tell me, sir, if you know, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land? Why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign march for influence of war? Why such impressive shipwrights, whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What might be toward that this sweaty haste that make the night joint labour with the day? Who is it that can inform?
That can I. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image, even but now clear to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, dead to the combat, in which our most valiant Hamlet, the so side of our own world esteemed, did slay this Fortinbras, who, I see their compact, well ratified by law and Gertrude, did forfeit with his life all those his lands, in which he stood seized up to the conqueror. Now, sir, young Fortinbras, son to old Norway, of unimproved men of the continent full, here and there shoved up a list of landless resolutes, some enterprise that hath stomach it, which is no other, as it doth occur into our state, but to recover of us by strong hands and terms compulsive, those foresaid lands so by his father lost. And this, I take it, is main motive of our precautions. The source of this, our watch, and the chief head of the post-haste and rummage in our lands.
I think you'd be no other. But e'en so, well may it so, that this pretentious figure comes armed through our watch like the king that was and is the question of these wars. And so, behold, lo, where it comes again.
Across it thou blast me. Stand, Lucian! If thou hast any sound, or use a voice, speak! If there be any good thing to be done, then may to thee do ease and grace in me speak! If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happy for no real voice, say and speak! Stop him, Marcellus!
Tis here! Tis here! 'Tis gone. Well, either it's wrong being so majestical to offer the show of violence, for it is as the air, invulnerable.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
And then it started like a guilty thing on hearing a fearful summons. I have heard the cock that is the trumpet to the morn, doth with his lofty and shrill-sounding throat awake the god of day, and that is warning, whether in sea or fire, in earth or air, the extravagant and erring spirit hies to his confine.
So have I heard. Do impart the thee. But look, the morning russet mantled cloud walks over the dew of yon high eastern hill. Break free our watch up, and by my advice let us impart what we have seen tonight into young Hamlet. For upon my life the spirit down to us will speak to him. Come, gentlemen!
dear brother's death, that the memory be grieved, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet, so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial joyfulness to this warlike state, have we, as 'twere, with a defeated joy, with one auspicious and one dropping eye, with mirth in funeral and with dirge in marriage, in equal scale, weighing delight and dole, take his wife. Nor have we herein barred of better wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along, for all our thanks. Now follows the Gino. Young Fortinbras, holding a weak supposal of our work, or thinking by our late dear brother's death our state to be disjoint and out of frame, colleagued with a dream of his advantage, he had not failed to fetch us with a message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father, with all bond of law to our most valiant brother. We have here writ to Norway, uncle of young Fortinbras, who, impotent and bedrid, as scarcely hears of this his nephew's purpose, to suppress his further gates herein, in that the levies, the lists, and the full proportions are all made out of his subject. We here dispatch you, good Cornelia, for bearing with us greeting toward Norway. Farewell, and let your haste commend your duty.
In that and all things will I show my duty.
We doubted nothing. Heartily farewell. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. What wouldst thou beg that shall not be my offer, not thy asking? The head is not more native to the heart, the hand more instrumental to the mouth, than is the throne of Denmark to thy mother. What wouldst thou have, Laertes?
Dread, my lord, your leave and favour to return to France, from whence, though willingly I came to Denmark, to show my duty in your coronation. And yet now, I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again toward France, and bow then to your gracious leave and pardon.
What says Madame Polonius? Have you your mother's leave?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave by labours and petitions, and at last, upon his will, I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Take thy farewell, Laertes, time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the council hang on you?
Not so, my lord, I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighty colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lips seat thy noble father in the dust. Thou know'st 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam? Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloaked mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, together with all forms, moods, shows of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play, but I have that within which passes show. These but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father, but you must know your father lost a father. That father lost his, and the survivor bound for some term in filial obligation to do obsequious sorrow. But to persever in obstinate condolement is a cause of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven. Fie, 'tis a fault against the dead, a fault to nature, to reason most absurd, whose common theme is death of fathers. From the first course till he that died today, this must be so. We pray, throw to work this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father. For let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father bears his son, do I impart towards you. For your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde. to our desire. And we beseech you, beg you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I prithee stay with us, go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourselves in Denmark. Madam, come. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart. Embrace whereof no drunken tell that Denmark drink today, then the great cannons to the clouds shall tell. The king's rouse, the heavens shall brew it again, free speaking of the thunder. Come, away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a food. Or that the everlasting hath not fixed his calumny itself to slaughter. Oh God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fire upon! Fire is an unweeded garden that grows to see things rank and gross in nature possess it merely. That it should come to this. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother, that he might not beteem the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth must I remember, why she would hang on him as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month, let me not think of frailty by name, woman. A little month. Forever the shoes were all with which she followed my poor father's body. Like Niobe, all tears. Why is she? Oh God, a beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer. Married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month. Ere yet the salts of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing of her gauntlet eyes, she married. O most wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see you well. Horatio, or I do forget myself.
This is the same, my lord, and your post serving down.
Shame to have anything, Horatio. But what make you Wittenberg, Marcellus? Glad to see you well. Good evening, sir. But what is your affair in Arsenal? We'll teach you to drink deep and depart.
My lord, I came to your father's funeral.
Pray do not mock me, fellow student. I think you was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio, the funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I had seen that day, Horatio. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Oh? Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man taken for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
So who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father.
Seizing your admiration for a while with an attempt here, till I may deliver upon the witness of these gentlemen this marvel to you.
The gods love that evening.
2 nights together, and these gentlemen, on their watch, in the dead waste in the middle of the night, being thus encountered. A figure like your father appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and stately by them, thrice he walked, whilst they, still close to Jenny in the act of fear, stand down and speak not to him. This to me, but from secrecy and partly did. I would then that might kept watch when the apparition comes. I knew your father, these hands are not all mine.
Where was this?
On the platform where we walked.
Did you not speak to it?
Why not I did? But answer made it none. Yet once methought it did lift up its head and address such motion like as it would speak. But even then the cock grew loud, and at the sound it shrunk in haste away and vanished from our sight.
It is strange. Or would I have been there?
Would have much amazed you.
Oh, do you watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
I will watch with you.
Perchance we walk again.
Warrant it well. If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. So very well. On the platform betwixt 11 and 12 on his chief.
Our duties are on.
Your love's mine to you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms. All is not well. My doubts and foul play. Oh, would the night will come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth are well known to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell.
Good fortune attend there.
And sister, lest the winds give benefit and convoy his assistance, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet, and the trifling of his favours. Hold it a fashion, and a twine blood, a violet in the youth of primy nature, froward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and supplement of a minute. No more.
No more what so?
Think it no more. For nature, present does not grow alone in fuse and bulk, but as this temple waxes, the inward surface of the mind grows wide and broad. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor portal does besmirch the virtue of his will. But you must fear. His greatest weight, his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for his choice depends on the necessity and health of this whole state, and therefore must his choice be circumscribed under the voice and yielding of that body, whereof he is the head. Then, if he says he loves you, if it's your wisdom so far to believe it, as he in his particular act or place does give his same deed, then the main voice of Denmark goes with all. Then weigh what loss your honour may sustain. If with too credent ear you list his songs, or you lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmasked importunity, fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister, and keep within the rear of your affections, out of the shot and danger of desire.
I shall be effective this good lesson, Keith, as watchman to my heart. But good my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do. Show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine himself, the primrose path of Darius treads, and reads not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not. I say to you, Lord, here, my mother comes.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame, the winters and the shoulder of the sail you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory see thy character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. The friends thou hast, and their adoption tribe, grapple them to thy soul with hips of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each unhatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, beareth that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit is thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man, and they in France of the best rank and station, of most select and generous, chief in that. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for a loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing does yet of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, for it then follows, as the night the day, that thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessing seasons this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lady. Farewell, Ophelia. And remember well what I said to you.
It is in my memory locked, and you yourself shall take the key.
Farewell.
What is? Ophelia? He has said to you.
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Marry. Well be thought. 'Tis told me he has very often late given private time to you. found here. If it be so, as it is so from me, and in that way of warning, I must tell you, do not understand yourself so clearly as it behoves my daughter and your honour. What is between you? Give me up the truth!
He hath, my lady, of late made many tenders of his affection for me.
Affection? You speak like a green girl, unfitted in such perilous circumstances. Do you believe in tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lady, what I should think.
Marry that attitude. Think yourself as a baby, that you have taken his tenders for true pay which are not serving. Tend yourself more dearly, or not to crack the wind of the phrase Romeo thus, or tender me fool.
He hath importuned me with love in honourable fashion with all the powers of heaven.
Aye, springes to catch woodcocks. I do know whether the blood burns, how prodigal the song and then the tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinct in both, even in their promises, as it is a making, you must not take the fire. From this time forth, be something scandal for maiden presence. Set your entreaties at a higher rate than a command of high, for Lord Hamlet, believe it you so much that he is young, and with a larger tether may he walk than may be given you in few Ophelia. Do not believe these vows, for they are brokers, not that kind which their investments show, but mere inquiry of unholy suits, breathing like sanctified and pious fools that better to beguile. This is for all. From this time forth, I would not, in plain terms, have you so slander any moment's leisure, to give words or talk to the Lord Hamlet. Look to it. I charge you. Come away.
I shall obey you.
Hereby truly, it is very cold.
It is a nipping and eager rest.
What hour now?
I think it lacks of 12.
No, it's dark.
Indeed. No, it is not. And it draws near the season when the spirit is wont to walk. What reads this, my lord?
The king doth wait tonight and takes his rouse, keeps for sail and the swaggering upstream reels, and as he drains his draughts of Greenwich down, the kettle drum and trumpet does bray out the triumph of his pledge.
Is it a custom?
Aye, marry, but to my mind, though I am native there, and to the man born, it is a custom more honoured in the breach than the observers. This heavy-headed rebel, east and west, makes us traduced and taxed of other nations. They keep us drunkards, and with swinish phrase soil our addition. And indeed it takes from our achievements, so performed as height, the pith and marrow of our attribute.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Lead our spirits of help, O God, men down. Bring with thee air from heaven or blast from hell. Be thy intent wicked or charitable. Thou comest in such questionable shape, I'll speak to thee. I'll call thee Hamlet. King. Father. Royal Dame, no, answer me. Let me not burst in ignorance, but tell when I can know my bones. Hurt in death have burst their cerements. Why the sepulchre, wherein we saw thee quietly and urn that opes its ponderous and marble jaws to cast thee up again? What may it mean?
If I could you go away with it, as in some apartment, it did desert you alone.
Of courteous action, it walks you to a more removed ground, but do not go with it.
No, by no means.
It will not speak, but will forward.
Do not, my lord.
Why, what should be the fear? I do not set my life at a pin's fee, and as for my soul, what can it do to that, make a thing immortal as itself? It waves me forth again, I'll follow it.
What if intentions want the blood, my lord? Or the dreadful sound that led which beateth to his face into the sea, and there are sins of other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you into madness. Think on it!
You shall not go, my lord.
With your hands be roll, my lord, you shall not go!
Wait, you it out! And make these petty arts from his body as hard as the million lions know! Still my call. By everyone that you do to him who lets me! I say away! Go on. I'll follow thee.
Wax is desperate with imagination.
It is not fit to thus obey, let's follow.
Up after. To what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Have more directed!
Hey, let's follow!
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak or go no further!
Time is almost come, when I to sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear. I am my father's spirit, doomed for a certain time to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done by days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres, thy knotty and combined locks to part, and each particular hair to stand an end like quills upon the fretful porpentine. Eternal blazing must not be to ears of flesh and blood. List. Hamlet. Oh, list, if thou didst ever thy dear father love. Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder. Murder most foul is in the best it is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it. That I with wings as swift as meditation and the thoughts of love may sweep to my revenge!
I find thee apt. Now, Hamlet. Here. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me. So is the whole ear of Denmark by a forgery process of my death rankly abused. But know thou, noble youth, the serpent that did sting my father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle!
Aye, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft with his wits, with traitorous gifts, oh wicked witted gifts that have the power so to seduce, one to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was of that dignity that it went hand in hand even with the vows I made to her in marriage, and to decline upon a wretch whose natural gifts were poor to those of mine. But virtue never will be moved, though Venus caught it in a shape of heaven, so lust, though to a radiant angel made to unsate itself in a celestial bed and prey on garbage. Methinks they sent the morning there. Read let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always in the afternoon. Upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole the juice of cursed heaven on in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment, whose effect on such an enmity with blood of man, that swift as quicksilver, it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body, and with a sudden vigor deposits and curves like eager droppings into the milk, the thin and wholesome blood. So did it find. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, and queen at once dispatched, cut off, even in the blossom of my sin, unhouselled, disappointed, unhealed. No reckoning made, but sent to my camp with all my imperfections on my head. Oh, horrible! Oh, horrible! My son. If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But howsoever thou pursuest this act, take not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught.
Leave her to heaven, and to those natural thorns that in her bosom lodged, and sting her.
Fare thee well at once. The glowworm should have wanted to be near, and begins to pale in that effectual fire. Adieu. Adieu. Hamlet.
Remember me.
Oh, you host of heaven. Oh, earth. What else? And shall I couple hell? Oh, most pernicious woman. Oh, villain. Villain. Smiling, damned villain! Oh, uncle. There you are. Now to my word it is adieu. Adieu. Remember me. Hamlet! I have sworn.
Lord Hamlet?
My noble lord.
Heaven secure him. So be it.
Oh, is it, my noble lord?
What news, my lord?
Oh, one.
Good, my lord, tell it.
No, you will repeat it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
Nor I.
But who we secret?
I, my lord.
There's ne'er a villain dwelling north of Denmark, but he's an Arab knave.
We need no ghost from the grave to tell us that.
These are wild and whirling words, my lord.
I'm sorry, they offend you heartily, yea, very heartily.
There is not, then.
Yes, by St. Patrick, there is Horatio. But good friend, give me one poor request.
What is, my lord, we will.
Never to speak of this that you have seen. Swear. By our sin. Come here, gentlemen, and lay your hands upon my sword. Never to speak of this that you have seen. Swear by my sword.
Well then, this is one restraint.
Therefore, as a stranger, you bid welcome. There are more things, Horatio, than are dreamt of in our philosophy. But come, here, as before, how strange or odd soe'er I bear myself, as I perchance after shall bring me to an antic disposition of. That you at such time seeing me never shall with arms encumbered thus, or thus head shake, or by pronouncing of some doubtful phrase as, well, we know, or we could, and if we would, or we list to speak, or there be, and if there might, or such ambiguous giving out to know that you know aught of me, this not to do, so grace and mercy at your most needs help you. Swear. Rest, perturbed spirit. Gentlemen, with all my love I do commend me to you. And what so poor a man as Hamlet is may do to express his love and friendly to you. God willing shall not lack. Let us go in together. And still your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite that ever I was born to set it right! No, let's go together.
If there's money, please note to Carlos. I know, my lady. You will do marvellous wise present now, though, before you visit him to make inquiry of his behaviour.
My lady, I did intend it.
Marry, well said. as our companions noted and most known to use of liberty.
As gaming, my lady.
Aye, as drinking, fencing, swearing, quarrelling, dragging. You may go so far.
But good my lady.
Wherefore should you do this?
Aye, my lady, I would know that.
Marry, sir, here's my drift. You lay these slight studies on my son as 'twere saying little soil in the working. Mark you, sir, your party in Congress, in you would south, having seen the phenomenon crimes that used to be the guilty of shall be chosen to be thus, a good soul or a friend or gentleman, according to the crazy edition of man and country.
Very good, my lady.
And then, sir, does he this? He does. What was I about to say? By the maps, I was about to say something. Where did I leave?
As close in consequence as friend or so and gentleman?
And closer than the consequence, he closes with thee thus. I know the gentleman. I saw him yesterday, or the other day, or then with such and such, and there he was a gaming. Or perchance I saw him enter such a house of sale, vid illicit, of brothel, or so forth. And thus the bait of falsehood takes the calf of truth. And we, of wisdom and of reach, of witnesses and the says of bias, by indirections find directions out. And so, by my former lecture and advice, shall you, my son. You have you not?
My lady, I have.
Farewell then.
Well, my lady. Oh, my lady, I've been so waiting. What's the name of heaven? My lady. There was someone in my chamber. Who's Hamlet? He's not little, I'm afraid. Husband's dead. His stockings fouled, unguarded, and down driver to his ankle. Pale as his shirt! We look at each other. Give a look so piteous and before, as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors he loved before me.
Mad for thy love.
My lady, I do not know. But truly, I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus over his brow, he caused to such perusal my face as he would draw it. Long speaking from last when he was shaken with mine arm, he raised his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound, as it seemed to shatter all his broken and his being. That done, he let me go. With his head o'er his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes, for out of doors he went without their help. And the last bended their light on me.
Come, go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, whose violent property foredoes itself and leads the will to desperate undertakings, nor does any passion under heaven that does afflict our natures. I am sorry. But what have you said any harsh words to him of late?
No, I did as you did command. I did repel his letters and denied his access to me.
That's how you make him mad! I fated him for trifling him directly. But true, my jealousy. It seems it is as proper to our age to cast beyond ourselves and our opinions, as it is for younger sort who lack discretion. Come, go eat the king. This must be known, which being kept close might prove more grief to hide than hate to love. Come!
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much have longed to see you, the need we have to use you to provoke our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation, so I call it, sith nor the exterior nor the inward man resembles as it was. What should it be, more than his father's death, that thus hath put him so much from the understanding of himself, I cannot deal. I entreat you both, that being of so young days brought up with him, and sith so neighboured to the suit and humour, that you vouchsafe to rest here in our court some little time, so by our companies to draw on to pleasures, and to gather so much from occasions as you may be, that to invite within our remedy.
Good friend, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am to such there are not living to whom you all dear. If it will please you, to show us so much gentry and goodwill as to expend your time with us a while, for the supply and profit of our hope, your visitations shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might by the sovereign put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
We both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent to lay our services free at your feet to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz. Gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern, and gentle Rosencrantz.
The ambassador from Norway, my good lord, is joyfully returned.
Thou so hast been the mother of good news.
Have I, my good lord? I do assure you I hold my duties, I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious king. And I think, unless this brain of mine has not betrayed policy so sure as it has used to do, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Speak of that. That's why I long to hear.
Give first admittance to the ambassador. My niece shall be the fruit to that great feast.
Thyself to grace of her, and bring her in. She tells me, my sweet queen, that she has found the head and source of all our sons' distemper.
I doubt it is no other but the main. His father's death and our hasty marriage.
Well, we shall see. Welcome, my good friend. Say, Cornelia, what from our brother Norway?
Most fair return of beauty and style. Upon our first, he sent us to suppress his nephew's levy, which to him appeared to be a preparation against the Poland. But best looks into he truly found it was against your majesty. Whereat freed, he sent out arrests on Voltemand, which in brief he obeyed, received rebuke from Norway, and in fine, makes vow before his uncle never again to do the same arms against your majesty. Whereon old Norway, overcome with joy, gives him commission to employ those soldiers so late as before, against the Poland, with an entreaty herein further shown, that it might please you give quiet pass through your dominions for his enterprise, on such regards of safety and allowance as therein are set down.
It fights us well, and at our more considered time, we'll read, answer, and think upon this business. Meantime, we thank you for your welter favour. Go to your rest. At night, we'll feast together. Most welcome home.
This business is very well ended. My liege and madam, to expostulate what duty is, what majesty should be, why day is day, night, and time is time, were nothing but to waste, night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad, I call it. For to define true madness, what is to be nothing else but mad? But let that go.
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. But he is mad. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity it is true. A foolish figure, but farewell it, for I will use no art. Mad, let us grant him then, and thus it remains to find out the cause of this effect, or rather say, the cause of this defect, for this effect, defective, comes by cause. Thus it remains, and the remainder thus. Append. I have a daughter, have, while she is mine, who, in her duty and obedience mark, hath given me this. Now, gather and surmise. The celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase, a vile phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase. But you shall hear. These in her excellent white bosom.
Can you hand it to her?
Good madam, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars of fire. Doubt that the sun does move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Hamlet. This in her obedience hath my daughter given me, and more above his solicitings, by time, by means, and by place, all given out to mine ear.
But how, Ophelia, can you receive this letter?
What do you think of me?
Loyal, faithful, and honourable.
I would think prove so. But what might you think when I had seen this hot love on the wing? What might you, oh my dear majesty, your queen here? What might you think if I had played the destined table book, or given my heart to winking, mute and dumb, or looked upon this love with idle sight? What might you think? No, I went round to work, and my young mistress thus did I bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This must not be. And then I precepts gave her, to lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens. This done, she takes the fruits of watch, then into a likeness, and by this declension, into the madness wherein now we raise and all we wail for. It's not so, Ophelia?
Tis so, my lady.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very like. And for your part, Ophelia, I do hope that your good beauty be indeed the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again. To both your honour.
Ophelia, look here. Gracious and easy, we will bestow ourselves behind the arras. Ophelia, read on this book. That shows such an exercise may colour your loneliness. We are oft to blame in this, and there's too much proof that with devotion's visage and pious action we do sugar o'er the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true. How smart a lash that speak must be my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beauty with plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that tufted than is my deed, my most painted word. Heavy frown then.
I warrant you. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my liege.
Good my lord.
Sought you now, fair Ophelia? Nymph in my orisons be all my sins remembered.
What is your honour for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, I never gave you aught.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did. And if the words of such sweet breath and closed as to make them more rich, there have you left. Take these again, but to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest? Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be both honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Can beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly. For the power of beauty will sooner translate honesty into his likeness abhorred, and the force of honesty will translate beauty into his fall. This was sometime a paradox, but now the time is the proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, you made me believe so.
You should not believe me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock that we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between heaven and earth? We are arrant knaves all, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your mother?
Tell my lord.
Oh, this is going to be shut upon her, but she may play the fool Noah, but in her own house.
Oh, God, please, sweet heaven.
If thou wouldst marry, I'll give thee this blade for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery. Go, farewell. Or if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go and bid me fall.
Heavenly powers restored.
God has given you one place, and you rid yourselves another. You cheer, you anger, you lick, and nickname God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery go.
He shall speed to England for the demand of our indebted tribute. Haply the seasoned country is different with variable objects, shall expel as something settled matter in his heart, or on his brains still beating for some dust from fashion to himself. Or think on it.
It shall be well, but yet I do believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Hamlet said, we heard it all.
You Rosencrantz, you guilty, sir. Go seek my Lord Hamlet, and tell us how it does receive you.
To suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns and patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a fair bodkin. Who would, fathers, bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the naked hue of resolution is simply over with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with disregard their cowards turn awry and lose the name of action. pennies, do they, dear? But what have you, good friends, deserved at the hands of fortune, that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one.
Aye, a goodly one, in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Why, that is nothing to you, for there's nothing neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. To me it is a prison.
Why then your ambition makes it one? 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself the king of infinite space. Were it not that I have bad dreams.
Which dreams indeed are ambition? For the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of the dream.
The dream itself is
Truly, and I hold ambition of so airy and light a quality that it is but a shadow.
Then are our beggars' bodies, and our kings and outstretched heroes, beggars' shadows. Shall we to the court, for by my fay I cannot read.
We'll wait upon you.
No such matter. I will not soar to you with the rest of my servants. For to speak to you like an honest man, I am most dreadfully offended. But in the beaten way of friendship, what is your affair in Baltimore?
To visit you, my lord. No other occasion.
Beggar as I am, I need important thanks, but I thank you. And sure, dear friends, my thanks are to dearer Haley. Were you not sent for? Is it your own finding? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come to speak.
What shall we say, my lord?
Why, anything but to the purpose. You were sent for. There is a kind of confession in your looks which your modesties have not crafted out of colour. I know the good king and queen was sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me. But let me come to you by the rights of our fellowship, by the constancy of our youth, and by the obligation of our ever-preserved love. By what more dear, better proposer could charge you with all? Think even and direct with me, whether you were sent for or no. If you love me all alone.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercise, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame the earth seems to me sterile. This excellent canopy the air, look you, this brave or hanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire, why, it appears to me no other thing but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason! How infinite in faculty! In form and moving, how express and admirable! In action, how like an angel! In apprehension, how like a god! The beauty of this world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling easy to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thought.
Why then did you smile when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive with you. We coached them on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcome. His majesty shall have tribute of me. Friends, you're welcome to us all, you're welcome. But my uncle father and aunt mother are deceived.
In what, my lord?
I am but mad, north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handspring.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
Oh, my lady, I have news to tell you. When Rosencrantz was an actor in Rome.
The actors come hither, my lord. Upon my honour.
They came each actor on his hat.
The best actors in the world. For tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, tragical, historical, tragical, comical, historical, pastoral, scene indivisible or poem unlimited. Seneca cannot be too heavy, nor Claudius too light. For the laws of wit and the liberty, these are the only men.
Oh, Jephthah, judge of Israel, what a treasure hast thou!
What treasure have you, my lord?
Why one fair daughter and no more, the which ye love passing well?
Still my daughter.
Welcome, masters! Oh, welcome all! Welcome, good friends! Oh, my old friend, thy face is vanished since I saw you last. Thou hast appeared me in Denmark. Well, my young lady and my mistress, by our lady, your ladyship is nearer heaven than when I saw thee last. Pray God your voice like a piece of current gold be not cracked within the ring. Can't. But I take your quality. Come, a passionate speech. once. But it was not acted, or if it was, not above once, for the play I remember things not familiar. It was caveat to the general. One chief speech in it I chiefly loved. 'Twas Aeneas' tales of Dido. Thereabouts where it speaks of Priam's slaughter. It is live in your memory. Begin at this line. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast. Tis not so. Begin to Pyrrhus.
Sable arms.
The rugged Pyrrhus, he whose sable arms, black as his purpose, did the night resemble, when he lay couched in the ominous force, and now his dread and black complexion smeared. The cowardly was dismal, head to foot, now is he total fools, horribly tricked with blood. Our fathers, mothers, daughters, sons, and led the terrorists and done later by the woods, roasted in wrath and fire. And this not sighs with coagulous gore, with eyes like carbuncles, the head is Pyrrhus, oh grandsire, prayer cease!
Oh, God, my lord, well spoken, with good accent and good expression.
Anon, he finds him, striking to short Greeks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies on the repugnant to command. Unequal matched, Pyrrhus a cry drives, in rage strikes wild. But with the whip and wind of his fell sword, the unearthly father falls. Then sends Cecilia, seeming to feel his blow, stoops to his base, and with flaming top and with a hideous crash, takes prisoner Pyrrhus higher. For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Pride, seemed in the air to stick. So, as a painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing.
This is too long.
She's for a jig or a tale of bawdry, or she sleeps. Prithee, stay on. Come to Hecuba.
But who, oh who, had seen the mobled queen?
The mobled queen.
That's good. The mobled queen is good.
Run barefoot up and down, threatening the flame with biss and boom, a clout about that head where late the diadem stood, and for a robe about her lank and all, or a teamed loins, a blanket to the alarm of fear, snatched up. Who this had seen, with tongue in venom steeped, gainst fortune's state would treason have pronounced. For if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamour that she made, unless things mortal move them not at all, would have made milch the burning eyes of heaven, and passion in the gods.
How good has not turned his colour, and has tears in his eyes. Pretty, no more.
It is well. We'll have to speak out the rest soon. Lady, we see the players well bestowed. You hear them to be well used.
My lord, I will use them according to their desert.
Much better. Use every man after his own deserts, and who would escape whipping? Use them after your own honour and dignity. Take them in.
Come, sirs.
Follow her, friends, we'll have a play tomorrow night. Dost thou hear me, old friend? Can you play the murder, Gonzalo?
My lord.
We'll have it tomorrow night. You could, for a need, study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I could set down and dessert, could you not? Aye, of course. Very well. Follow that lady, but you mock enough. Friends, you're welcome to Welcome. I'll leave you till night.
Good, my lord.
Now I am alone. Oh, what a broken peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his whole conceit, that from her working, all his visage wan, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and with his whole function suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing. For Hecuba, what's Hecuba to he? Or he to her that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? Why, he would drown the stage with tears, and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty, and appall the free. Confound the ignorant and amaze indeed the very faculty of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy-mettled rascal, peak like John of Dreams, unpregnant of my cause and can say nothing. No, not for a king upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Breaks my pate across, plucks off my beard and blows it in my face, twists me by the nose, gives me the lie in the throat as deep as to the lungs. Who does me this, huh? Why I should take it, for it cannot be but I am pigeon-livered and lack gall to make oppression bitter. Or ere this I should have battered all the region's kites with this flame's offal. Bloody, bawdy villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless, villain, of vengeance! Why wasn't I sure this is most brave, that I, the son of the dear murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall a cursing like a very drowned stallion. Fired one. Foul my brains. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scene been struck so to the soul, that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions for murder, though it have no voice, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll test him to the quick. If he but blench, I know my course. This spirit that I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. Yea, and perhaps from my melancholy and my weakness, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
There'll be a short interval of 20 minutes and drinks will be served at the bar. Thank you.
Can you by no juice of circumstance care from him why he puts on this confusion, grating so harshly on the states of quiet, with turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof, which would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Niggard of question, but of our demands most free in his reply.
Did you assay him when he passed time?
Madam, it so fell out of certain players we overwrought on the way. Of these we told him, and did see in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are about the court, and as I think they already have order this night to play before him.
'Tis most true, and he beseech me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good friends, give him a further edge, and write us from some of these delights.
Shall my lord.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mounted as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines, nor do not soar the air too much with your hands thus, but use all gently. From the very torrent, the tempest, and as I may say, the whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that will give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul, to hear a robustness, herring with pated fellow, tear our passion to tatters, to rags, to split the ears of groundlings who, for the most part, are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. I can have such fellow wit while I don't tell me. Then I'm heretic, figure of wit.
What was your?
And be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, to this special observance, that you overstep not the modesty of nature. For anything being so done is from the purpose of play, whose end, both the first and now, was and is the whole as 'twere a mirror unto nature, to show virtue her own features, scorn her own image, and the age and body of time a form of pressure. Now this being all done, I'll come entirely off. Don't make the unskilful laugh. Cannot but make the judicious grieve, the censure of which one must in your allowances, or wherefore theatre of others. And those who play your crowns, let them speak no more than is set down. For there be of them that will themselves laugh to settle some quantity of barren spectators that will laugh too, though in the meantime some necessary question of the play to them be considered. That's villainous, and shows the most pitiful ambition the fool that chooses it. Go, make you ready. Oh, Horatio, thou art even as just a man as ever my conversation cope withal.
My good lord.
Nay, do not think I flatter. There is a play tonight before the king, one scene of which comes near the circumstance which I told thee of my father's death. Prithee, when thou seest that act afoot, even with the very comment of thy soul, observe mine uncle. If his occulted guilt do not itself unkennel in one speech, it is a damned ghost that we have seen. Give him heedful note, for I mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join to censure of his scene.
Oh, my good lord. Peace and law, whilst it's first paying and safe protecting. I will pay the debt.
They're coming to a play. I must be idle. Get you a place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellently, great. Of the comedian's dish I eat here. Promise crown you cannot be capable still.
I have nothing of this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No, not mine now. Be the players ready.
Aye, my lord, they stay upon your patience.
Come hither, my good Hamlet, sit by me.
No, mother, here's metal more attractive.
Do you want that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head upon your lap.
I, my lord?
Do you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
That's a fair thought to lie between mates' legs.
What is, my lord?
Nothing.
You are merry, my lord.
What shall a man do but be merry? For look you how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within 2 hours.
It is twice 2 months, my lord.
Died 2 months ago and not forgotten yet. Why, then there's hope. A great man's memory may outlive his life just half a year. prologue to poetry of a ring. As for with love,
Full 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round, Neptune's salt wash, and Tellus' orbed ground, and 30 dozen moons with borrowed sheen about the world have 12 times 30s been, since love our hearts and Hymen did our hands unite commutual in most sacred bands.
So many journeys made the sun and moon, make us again counter, ere love be done.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too, my upward powers their functions leave to do. But thou shalt stay in this fair world behind, honoured, beloved, and happy, one as kind for husband shall
Oh,
have.
confound rest. Such love must needs be treason in my breast. And second husband let me be accursed. None by the second not who kills the first.
wormwood, wormwood.
The instances that second marriage move, the base respects of thrift and none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, where a second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine, oft we break. Purpose is but the slave to memory, a violent birth but poor validity, which now like fruit unripe sticks on the tree, but fall unshaken when they mellow be. So think thou shalt no second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
Nor earth give me food, nor heaven light, both sport and repose look from me day and night. Each opposite that blanks the face of joy, me what I would have well, and it destroy. Both here and hence pursue me last in strife, if once a widow, ever I be wife.
If she should break it now.
'Tis deeply sworn, sweet, leave me here a while. My thoughts grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never come this chance between us twain.
Madam, how like you this play?
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Oh, but you'll keep the word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offence in it?
No, they didn't jest. Poison and jest, no offence in the world.
And what do you call the play?
The Mousetrap. Marry, how? Tropically, the play is the image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzalo is the duke's name, his wife, Baptista. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king.
You are a good chorus, my lord.
I could interpret between you and your love.
You are cruel, my lord, you are cruel.
Come, murderer, begin! Leave thy damned face and begin, come! The croaking raven doth bellow for revenge.
Thoughts black, hands apt, throats fit and time green. Confederate season, else no creature seen. Thou mixture rank of midnight beats collected, with Hecate's banner, thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic of dire property, unwholesome life. Usurp immediately!
Poison is in the garden from the state. His name Gonzalo, the story is extant and written in choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzalo's wife.
The king rises.
What, frightened with false fire?
That's my lord.
Give up the play!
Give me some light!
Lights!
Way.
I let the stripping deer go weak. The heart did call it play, for some must watch while some must sleep, so runs the world away. Oh, good Horatio, I'll take this ghost's word for £1,000. Did you see?
Very well, my lord.
Upon the talk of the poisoning.
I did very well noted, my lord.
Good, my lord. How to say to me a word with you?
I, sir, a whole history.
The king, sir.
I still of him.
In his retirement, marvellous his temper.
With good.
And no, my lord, rather with colour.
Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to his doctor. For me to put into his legation would perhaps plunge him into far more colour.
Put your discourse into some frame, and start not so wildly from my affair.
I am tame, sir.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of her spirit, has sent me to you.
Sir, you are welcome.
Nay, good my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, then I shall do your mother's commandment. If not, your pardon, my return, shall be the end of my business.
Sir, I cannot.
What, my lord?
Make your wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. But what answer I can give, you shall command, or rather, as you say, my mother. Say no more, what's the matter? My mother, you say.
Then thus she says, your behaviour hath struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son, they can so astonish your mother. But is there no secret at the heels of this mother's admiration?
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey, were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
So I do still.
My lord! Good my lord, what is your cause for distemper? You do surely bar the doors to your own liberty if you deny your griefs to your friend.
I lack it, Martin.
How can that be when you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark?
I live while the grass grows, the brother with something must be. Will you play on this night?
My lord, I cannot.
I pray.
Believe me, I cannot.
I do beseech you.
I know no such thing, my lord.
It is as easy as lying, young advantages with your fingers and thumbs, giving breath with your mouth, and discourse more careful with music. Look, hear yourselves.
I have not the skill.
Oh, look, you are unworthy of thing you would make of me. You would play upon me. You would seek to know my stars. You would pluck out the heart of my mystery! You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass, and there is much music, excellent voice in this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak? Why do you think I am easier to be played upon than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will. Though you can threaten me, you cannot play upon me!
My lord, the Queen would speak with you presently.
Dost thou see that cloud with something in shape like a camel?
By the mass, and it's like a camel indeed.
Methinks it's like a weasel.
It is backed like a weasel.
Or like a whale.
Very like a whale.
And I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bed. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. It is now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look upon. Soft now to my mother. Heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. I will speak dagger to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How, in my words, some ever she be shed, to give them seals. Never my soul consent.
Therefore prepare you. I, your commission, will forthwith dispatch, and he to England shall along with you. The time for our state cannot endure hazards so dangerous as an hourly go out of lunacies.
We will ourselves provide, most humbly and religious spirit, to keep those many bodies safe which live and feed upon thy majesty.
Arm you, I pray you, to this speedy voyage, for we all feathers put upon this spear, which now goes too fleet-footed.
We will haste us.
My lord, he's going to his mother's closet. Behind the hours I'll convey myself to hear the process. Our Lord shall take him home. And as you said, and 'twas most wisely said, 'tis meet that some more audience than a mother, since nature makes them partial, should o'erhear the speech advantage. Fare you well, my liege. I'll call upon you way to go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks. Dear Claudius.
Oh, my offence is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon it. A brother's murder. Pray can I not, though inclination be as sharp as will, my stronger guilt defeats my strong intent. And like a man, to double business found, I stand in pause where I shall first begin. I'm both neglect. What if this granted hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the sweet heavens to wash it white as snow? Whereto serves mercy, but to confront the prisoners with offence? And what's in prayer, but there's twofold force to be forestalled ere we come to fall, and pardon being done? Then I'll look up. My fault is past! Oh, but what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder? That cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects in which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offence? In the corrupted currents of this world, offence's gilded hand may shut by justice, and oft is seen the wicked price itself buys out the law. Oh, but it's not so above. There is no shuffling. There the action lies in his true nature. And we ourselves compelled, even to our teeth and forehead of our thoughts, to give it evidence. What then? What rest? Pray what repentance can. What can it not? Yet what can it when one cannot repent? Oh, wretched state! Oh, bosom black as death! Oh, lighted soul, that struggling to be free of or engaged! Help, angels, make us sane. Bound, stubborn knees, and heart with strings of steel be soft as sinews of the newborn babe. All may be well.
Now he's praying, and now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven. And so am I revenged. That will be scanned. A villain kills my father, and for that, I, his sole son, do that same villain send to heaven. Oh, this is hire and salary, not revenge. He took my father grossly, full of bread, with all his crimes broad blown, flush as May, and how his audit stands, who knows, save heaven. But in our present circumstance and course of thought, 'tis heavy with him. And am I then revenged to take him in the purging of his soul when he is fit and seasoned for his passage? No. Absurd. And know thou a more horrid end. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, as gaming, swearing, or about some act that hath no relish of salvation in it, then tripping, that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul may be as damned and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts, never to have it go.
Walk on straight. Look, you lady over here. Tell his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace will scream, and stood with me much heat and him. I'll silence me in here. Pray be round. Oh, won't you be?
Mother!
Oh, we're trying.
Mother! Mother! Now, Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, Thou hast thy father much offended.
Rather, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, why do you not so? You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, but were it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come, sit you down. You go not till I say to you off the glass, for you may see the inmost part of you.
Oh, thou must not murder me.
A rat! Dead rat! Fucking dead!
Oh, me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not, is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this?
A bloody deed? Almost as bad, good mother, as to kill a king and marry with his brother.
I'd kill a king.
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Oh, thou wretched, rash, intruding fool! Farewell. I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune, thou must be too busy as some danger. Leave ring with your hands. Peace. Sit you down and let me wring your heart. For so I shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff, if damned custom hath not braved its urgent proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done, that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Oh, such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, and takes the rose from the fair forehead of innocent love and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as dice as oaths. Oh, such a deed as from the body of contraction plucks the very soul, and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words. Heaven's fate doth blow. Yea, this solidity and compound mass with tristful visages against the doom is thought sick of the act.
I mean, what act? The draws so loud and thunders in index.
Look here upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten or command, a station like the herald Mercury who lighted on a heaven-kissing hill, a combination. And a form indeed where every god did seem to set his seal, to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. And look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome breath. Leave eyes! Could you on this fair mountain leave the fiend, and back on this moor? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday in the blood is tame. It's humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? What devil was it that thus has cozened you, a hoodman blind? Oh, shame. Where is thy blush? Rebellious thou, if thou canst beauty in the maiden's bone! The flaming youth let virtue be as wax and melt in her own fire! Proclaim no shame, when that compulsive ardor gives the charge, since frost itself as actively doth burn as reason can as will.
Oh, speak to me no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul. And there I see such black and green spots as cannot leave anything.
Nay, got to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love on a nasty style.
Oh, no more. These words like that in my head no more.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is not 20th part the time of your present lord, a vice of kings, a cutpurse of the empire and the rule, that from a shelf the precious diadem stolen, put it in his pocket, a king of shreds and patches. me with your wings, you heavenly guards. What would your gracious figure? Did not come your tardy son to child and lapsed in time and passion? Let's go by the important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
Do not forget. This visitation is but to wet thine almost blunted purpose.
Amazement on thy mother's sense. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit the weakest body's strongest works. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
And that's how it's with you. That you bend your eye on vacancy, and with the incorporeal air you hold discourse. Forth at your eyes your spirits wildly peep. And as the sleeping soldiers in the watch, your petted hair, like life in excrement, starts up and stands an end. Oh, gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him. On him! Look you how pale he glares!
To whom do you speak this?
Nothing there.
No, nothing, yet all that is I see.
Oh, did you nothing here?
Nothing but ourselves.
Look how he steals away. My father in his habits as he lived. Look where he goes. Even now out to the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation ecstasy is very cunning in.
Ecstasy. It is not madness that I have uttered. Mother, for love of grace, lay not a flattering unction to your soul, that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past. Avoid what is to come, and spread not the compost on the weeds to make them ranker. Forgive me this my virtue, for in the fatness of these thirsty times, virtue itself for vice must pardon beg, yea, carve and rule for me for doing good.
Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Then throw away the worser part of it, and live the purer with the other half. Good night. But go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. Refrain tonight to natural and kind of easiness to the next abstinence. Once more, good night. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. For this late lady's death I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minister. I will bestow her, and will answer well the death I gave her. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind, thus bad begins, and worse remains behind. One word more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this by no means that I bid you do. Let the blowed king tempt you to bed tonight. Pinch wanton on your cheek. Call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of reachy kisses, or dabble in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter out, that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft.
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath, and breath of life, I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
Master of England, you know that.
Or like I forgot.
There's letters sealed, and my two schoolfellows who I will trust as I do Adders found. They bear the mandate. They must sweep my way and marshal me to knavery. But let it be, for 'tis the sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, and shall go hard. This one shall set me packing. I'll lug the guts into the neighbour room. Indeed, this lady is now most still, most secret, and most grave. It was in life a foolish, prating maid. Come, lady, to draw toward an end with you. Mother, good night.
Gertrude, where is your son?
Alas, my own lord! What have I seen tonight?
Come, Gertrude. There's matter with these sides. These profound keys you must translate. This fit we understand them. How does Hamlet?
Mad, as the seas and winds when who contend which is the mightier. In his lawless fit, behind the arras, hearing something stir, he whips his rapier out and cries, "A rat, a rat!" And in this rakish apprehension, kills the unseen, good Polonius.
Indeed. It happened so recently, didn't it? His liberty is full of threats to all, to you yourself, to us, to everyone. Alas, how may this bloody deed be answered? It will be laid to us, whose providence should have kept short, restrained, and out of all this man to man. Where is he gone?
To draw apart the body he had killed. Oh, whom? His very madness, like some ore amongst the mineral and metal's base, shines itself pure. He would have thought it done.
Oh, Gertrude, come away. The sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we will shiver hence. In this wild deed we must with all our majesty and skill both countenance and excuse. Her Guildstone, Rosencrantz, go join you with some further aid. Go see Hamlet out, speak there, and bring the body to the chapel. I pray you hasten this. Come, Gertrude. We'll call up our wisest friends to let them know both what we mean to do and what's untimely done. Whose whisper over the world's diameter, as level as a cannon to his flank, transports his poisoned shot, may miss our name and hit the woundless air. Oh, come away. My soul is full of discord and dismay.
Hamlet. What noise you call them, Hamlet? Oh, here they come.
What have you done, my lord, with the dead body?
Compounded with dust whereto 'tis kin.
Tell us where 'tis, that we may take it thence and bear it to the chapel.
Nay, do not believe it.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel and not mine own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge, what replication should be made by the son of a king?
Take you me for a sponge, my lord?
My lady, one that soaks up the king's countenance, his rewards, his authorities, but such officers do the king best service in the end. He keeps them like an apron apple in the corner of his jaw. First mouthed, to be last swallowed. And when it needs what you have gleaned, it is but squeezing you. And sponge you shall be dry again.
I understand you not.
Tell us where the body is, and come with us to the king. The body is with the king. But the king is not with the body. The king is a thing. A thing, my lord. Of nothing. Beg me to.
I have sent to seek him, Osric, and to find the body. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? Yet must not be put the strong law on him. He's loved as a distracted multitude, who like not their judgment, but their eyes. And where it is so, the offender's scourge is laid, but never the offence. To To bear all smooth and even as sudden setting him away must seem deliberate pause. Disease's desperate groan, by desperate appliance only, but not at all. Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper. Where?
Not where she eats, but where she is eaten. A certain complication of politic worms are even at it. Your worm is your only effort for diet. We fat all creatures for ourselves, but we fat ourselves for maggots.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven. Send hither to see. If your messenger finds her not there, seek her in the other place yourself. But indeed, if you find her not within a month, you shall note her as you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Go see her there.
She will say to you, come.
Hamlet, this deed for thine especial safety, which we do tender, as we dearly grieve that which thou hast done, must send thee hence with fiery quickness. Therefore prepare thyself. The bark is ready and the wind is help. The associates tend and everything is bent for England.
For England.
Aye, Hamlet.
Good.
So be it, if thou use our purposes.
I see a cherubid season. But come, for England. Farewell, dear mother.
My loving father, Hamlet.
My mother. Father and mother is man and wife is one flesh. Therefore, my mother. Come, for England.
Follow him on foot. Time to his speed aboard. Day at night will have hence tonight. Away, if everything is sealed and done, and tells means on the affair. Pray you make haste. And England, if my love thou holdst to taught, as my great power thereof may give thee sense. Since yet thy signatories looks raw and red after the Danish sword, and thy Querol pays homage to us. Thou mayst not coldly sack our sovereign process, which imports it full by letters conjuring to that effect the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England, for like the headache in my blood he rages, and thou must kill me. Till I know 'tis done, however my hat, my joys will ne'er be gone.
Go, Captain. From me, the Danish king. Tell him that by his license, Voltemand prays to convey the promised march over his kingdom. We know the rendezvous. If it is Majesty would order us, we shall express our duty in his eye, and let him know so.
I will do it, my lord.
Be softly on.
Good sir. Whose powers are these?
They are of Norway, sir.
How purpose, sir, I pray you?
Against some part of Poland.
Who commands them, sir?
The nephew to old Norway, Voltemand.
Goes it against the main of Poland or for some frontier?
Truly to speak, and with no addition, we go to gain a very little patch of ground, with happening no profit but the name. To pay 5 ducats 5, I will not farm it, nor will it yield to Norway or the Poland wrangle rate should it be sold in the fee.
Why then the Polak never will defend it.
Yes, it is already garrisoned.
2,000 souls and 20,000 ducats will not debate the question of this straw. This is the imposture of much wealth and peace, that inward breaks and shows no cause without, why the man dies. I humbly thank you, sir.
Goodbye, you, sir. Will it please you go, my lord?
I'll be with you straight, go a little bit forward. Are all occasions to inform against me, and spur my dull revenge. What is a man if the chief good and market of his time be but to sleep and feed, a beast no more? Sure he that made us with such large discourse, looking before and after, gave us not that capability, and godlike reason, but fussed in us unused. Now whether it be bestial oblivion or some craven scruple, or thinking too precisely upon the event, a thought which caused it hath but one part reason, and therefore 3 parts logic. I do not know why yet I live to say these things to do, since I have cause and will and strength and means to do it. Example throws to earth, exhort me. Witness this army of such mass and charge, led by a delicate and tender prince, whose spirit with divine ambition puffed, makes mouths at the invisible event, exposing all that is mortal and unsure, to all the fortune, death, and danger dare, even for a nature. Fighting to be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in a straw when honours at the stake, How stand I then that have a father killed, a mother stained, excitements of my reason and my blood, and let all sleep? Well, to my shame I see the imminent death of 20,000 men, who for a fantasy and a trick of fame goes their graves like beds. Fight for a plot, whereon the numbers cannot try the cause, it is not tomb enough and continent to hide the slain. Oh, from this time forth, my thoughts be bloody, or be nothing worth.
I will not speak with her.
She is unfortunate, indeed distracts. Her mood needs to be pitied.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her mother. Says she hears tricks in the world, and hems, and beats her heart. Spends endlessly at straws, speaks things in doubt that carry but half sense. Speech is nothing. If the unshaped use of it does move the hearer to pity.
Let her come in. To my sick soul, her sins drew me tears. Each toy seems prologue to some greater myth, so full of artless jealousy as guilt. It spills itself in fearing to be spilt. Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark? Never be. How should I true love know from another one? By his cockle hat and staff and his sandal shoe. The last sweet lady, what important say you? In Denmark. He's dead and gone, lady. He's dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf, at his heels a stone. Nay, but bring him up! Where is the shroud of the mountain snow? I left my lord lighted with sweet flowers, which were wet with rain did not go with true love's shower.
How do you, pretty lady?
Welcome, lady. They say the hour was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but we know not what we might be. God be at your table.
Conceit upon her mother.
Pray you, tell no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning time. And I arranged at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose, and donned his clothes, and down the chamber door. Let him remain, but out to me never departed more.
Pretty lady.
In deep love, without oath, I'll make an end of it. Which is by St. Charity. Alack, we find for shame. Young men will do it when they come to it, but cause they are to blame. Quoth she before you tumbled me, you promised me to wear. And so would I have done while yonder sunflower has not come to my bed.
How long has she been
Oh,
lost?
would you well? You must be patient. They would lay him in the cold ground. My brother, and so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. My lady. Good night, sweet lady. Good night. Oh, good night.
Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her mother's death. Oh, Gertrude, Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. First her mother slain, next your son gone, and he most violent altar of his own just removed. The people muddied, thickened, unwholesome in their thoughts, It whispers for good Polonius' death. We have done but greedy and hug to Tanya, or Ophelia, divided from a fair judgment, without the which we are pictures or mere beasts.
What noise is this?
What is the matter?
Save yourself, my lord! Young Laertes comes to Roger's head, or Berger opposite! The Bible call him Lord, they cry, choose we, Laertes be king! Cats, hands and tongues of blood into the clouds, Laertes king! How gently on the Lord's trail they cry! Others is county and Voltemand is gone!
Where is this king? Stand your order, keep the door. Oh, thou vile king, give me my mother!
Calmly, good Laertes!
What is the cause, boy, that thy rebellion looks so giant-like? Let him go, Gertrude. Do not fear our person. There's such stability doth hedge a king, treason can but peep to what it would. Acts within his will. Tell me, Laertes, why thou art thus incensed? Let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my mother?
Dead.
But not by him!
Let his mother's will.
What king she dead? I'll not be done with. To hell allegiance, vows to the blackest devil. I dare damnation, let come what comes. Only I'll be revenged most freely for my mother.
Good Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your mother's death, it's written your revenge. That soothsake you will draw both friend and foe, win around you, sir.
None but her enemies.
Will you know them then?
To her good friends thus wide I led my arms, and like the kind, life-rendering pelican, repast them with my blood.
Why, now you speak like a good child, and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your mother's death, and thou most sensibly agree for it. It shall as though your judgment pierce as day does your eye.
Oh no, what noise is this? Oh, heat dried my brains. Tears 7 times salt, burn out the sense and virtue of mine eye. Thy madness shall be paid by weight, till our scale turns the beam. Oh, Rose of May, dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh, heavens! Is it possible that a young maid's wit should be as mortal as an old man's life? Nature is fine in love, and where it is fine, it sends some precious instance of itself after the thing it loves.
Before him there faced on the figure. He not know me. He not. And on his great finger. Very well, my love.
Hadst thou thy wits, and didst persuade revenge, it could not move them.
Oh, you must sing a downer, call him a downer! Oh, how the will becomes it. It is the false steward that stole his master's daughter.
There's nothing more than matter.
For remembrance, pray thou remember. And let fancies, thoughts.
The documents and matters, thoughts and remembrances.
Let's follow for you and Columbines. There's room for you. And here's some for me. Oh, you may call it her grace of summer days. Oh, you must wear the blue with difference. There's a daisy. pray God. God find me.
Do you see this, O God?
Laertes, I must commune with your grief, or you deny me right. Go but depart. Make choice of whom your wisest friends you will, and they shall hear and choose twixt you and me. If by direct or by collateral hand they find us touched, we will our kingdom give, our crown, our life, and all that we call ours to you in satisfaction. But if not, be content to lend your patience to us, and we shall jointly labour with your soul to give it due content.
Let it be so. Horatio, greetings. Though we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow to sail, we put in a compelled valour. I boarded them the instant they got clear of our ship. So I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like deeds of mercy, but they knew what they did. I'm to do a good turn for them. Give the king the letters I've sent, and repair thou to me with much haste. I've words to speak in your ear will make thee done. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell. He that thou knowest die. Hamlet.
Now must your conscience my imprisoned seal, and you must put me in your heart a friend. Say to your heart, with a knowing ear, that he which hath your noble mother slain pursued my life.
It well appears. And so have I, a loving mother lost, a sister driven into desperate terms, whose worth stood challenger on mount of all the age for her perfections. But my revenge will come.
Break not your sleep for that. How now? What news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty is
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
sailors, my lord.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall, first asking your pardon thereunto, recount the occasions of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. What should this mean?
Know you the hand?
'Tis Hamlet's character, and in a postscript here he says alone.
But let him come. It warms the very sickness of my heart, that I shall live and tell him to his teeth. Thus sayest thou.
Laertes, will you be ruled by me?
If so, you will not overrule me to a peace.
To thine own peace. I will work him to an exploit now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall, and for his death no wind of blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall discharge of practice, and call it accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. The rather if you could advise it so that I might be the order.
It falls right. Laertes, was your mother dear to you? Or I like the painting of her sorrow, a face without a heart.
Why ask you this?
Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your mother's son indeed more than in words?
To cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuaries. Revenge should have no bounds. But, good Laertes, you have been taught or sent your travels much more quality of fencing wherein they say you shine. Hamlet comes back, shall know you are returned. Will put on those shall praise your excellence, bring you and he together, put wager on your heads, and he being most generous and free from all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease, or with a little shuffling, you may choose us for unbaited, and then a pass of practice will cause him for your mother.
I will do it, and for that purpose arm me to my sword. I bore what an unction of a mountain rank, so mortal, like the dip a knife in it, where it draws blood, no cataplasm to wreck and save it from death, but it's with scratch will. I'll touch my point with this contagion, that if I go him slightly, it may be death.
Let's further think of this. If you should fail, this project should have a back or second that might hold. Soft, let me see. I have it. When in your motion you are hot and dry, as make your bouts more violent to that end, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce. For on not sipping, if he by chance escape your venomous tuck, our purpose may hold there. How now? Sweet queen?
Drowned. Oh, where?
There is a willow called the Santa Brook, which shows his warm leaves in a glassy stream. There, with fantastic garlands did she come of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purple. That liberal shepherds give a growth the name that our cold maids to dead men's fingers call them. There, on the pendant boughs, her coronet weeds clambering to hang, an envious liver broke. Where down her weedy trophies, and herself fell in the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide, and mermaid like a while they held her up, which time she chanted snatches of old tunes as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and infusion to their element. But long it could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas, sir, she is drowned.
Drowned! Drowned.
Too much of water, as thou poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid my tears. And yet, it is our trick, nature her custom holds. Let shame say what it will when these are gone. The woman will be out. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech of fire to fame and blaze, but not this folly doubts it.
Let's follow, Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm his rage. Now feel right and just give it start again. Therefore, let's follow.
Buried in Christian burial that wilfully seeks her own salvation.
I tell thee she is, and therefore make her grave straight. The crowd hath sat on her, finds a Christian burial.
How can that be unless she drowned herself in her own defence?
Why, it is found so.
It must be se offendendo. It cannot be else, for here lies the point. If I drown myself, it argues an act, and an act has three branches. It is to act, to do, and to perform. Ergo, she drowned herself wittingly.
Nay, but here, you good mamselle.
Let me read. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If the man go to the water and drown himself, it is willy-nilly he goes. Mark you that. But if the water come to the man and drown him, he drowns not himself. Ergo, he that is not guilty of his own death shortens not his own life.
But is this law?
Aye, marry, is it? Crownless quest law.
When you have truth on it, if this had not been a gentle woman, she should have been buried out of Christian burial.
Why, there thou sayest. And the more pity on it, that great folk should have countenance in this world to drown themselves or hang themselves, more than they're even Christian. Come, my spade, there's no ancient gentlemen, but gardeners, ditchers, and grave makers. They hold up Adam's profession.
Was he a gentleman?
The first that ever bore arms.
Why, he had none.
What? Art a heathen? How dost thou understand the scripture? The scripture says Adam did. Could he dig without arms? I'll put another question to thee. If thou answerest me not unto the purpose, confess thyself.
Go to.
Who is he that builds stronger than either a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
The gallows maker, for that brave outlives 1,000 times.
I like thy wit well, in good faith. The gallows does well, but how does it well? It does well to those that do ill. Now thou dost ill to say the gallows is built stronger than the church. Ergo the gallows may do well to thee. To it again, come.
Who builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
Aye, tell me that, and on yoke.
Marry, now I can tell.
Do it.
Mass, I cannot tell.
Cut your life reins no more about it, for thy dull ass will not mend his pace with beating. And when thou ask this question again, say a grave maker. The houses he builds last till doomsday. Go, get thee to a tavern, fetch me a stoup of liquor. When I did love,
This fellow no feelings of his business, and he sings a grave one.
Custom has made him a copy of Eden.
It is even so that Hamlet little and one have the daintiest sense. That skull, her tongue did sing once. See how the knave jousted to the ground, if it became Stewart, who did the first murder. It might be the page of a politician which this ass now reaches. One that would circumvent God might have done.
My lord.
I will speak to this fellow. Whose grave is this, sir?
Mine, sir.
I think you be lying indeed, for thou liest.
You lie out on it, and therefore it is not thine. For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it be mine.
Thou liest in to be in to say it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick, therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away again from me to you.
What man dost thou be?
No man, sir.
What woman then?
None neither.
Who is to be buried?
One that was a woman, sir, but bless her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the name is. We must speak by the parlour, equivocation while thou doest. By the Lord, Horatio, I have taken notice 3 years past. The age has grown so pitched that the toe of the peasant comes so near the key of the courtier he galls his pride. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
Of all the days in the year, I came to it that same day that our old King Hamlet o'ercame Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
Can you not tell that? Any fool can tell that. 'Twas that same day that young Hamlet was born, he that is now mad and sent into England.
I marry you. Why was he sent to England?
Why, because he is mad. He shall recover his wits there, or if he do not, 'tis no great matter there.
Why?
'Twill not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
Faith, in with losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. I've been sexton here in Denmark, man and boy, 30 years.
How long will a man lie on the ground there he was?
If he be not rotten afore he die, for we have many pocky corpses nowadays that will scarce last the laying in, he will last you 8 year or 9 year. A tanner will last you 9 year.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his hide is so tanned with his trade, 'twill keep up the water a great while. And your water, sir, is a sore decayer of your horse and dead body. There's a skull. This skull hath lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
A horse and mad fellow's it was. Whose do you think it was?
No, I don't know.
A pestilence on him for a mad rogue. I poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. This same Scouser was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This?
In that?
Let me see. Oh. Alas, for Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest and of excellent fancy. He had borne me on his back 1,000 times. And now, how horrid in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Here hung those lips that I had kissed, I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment, the one to set the table on a roar, not one now to mock your own jeering, quite chockful. Get me now to my lady's chamber, and tell her let the paint an inch thick.
Paint an inch thick, paint an inch thick.
To this paper she must come. Make her laugh at that. Prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander the Great is always fashioned in the earth?
Oh, even so, my lord.
It smelt so.
So,
What base usage we may return, Horatio? Why may not imagination trace the noble dust of Alexander till he find it stopping bungle?
don't to consider too curiously to consider so, my lord.
What? Here comes the king, the queen, the courtiers. Who should they follow with such name and rights? Is that the token of course equality with death and hand will do its own life? Cause of some mistake, couch me while I'm up.
Ceremony else.
That is Laertes, very noble youth, mark.
What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have warrantized. Her death was doubtful, and but that great command overseeing the order, she should in ground unsanctified looks till the last trumpet. For charitable prayer, shards, flints, and pebbles be thrown her. Yet here she is, allowed her virgin rites, her maid instruments, and the bringing home of bell and burial.
Must then no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead, to sing sage requiem and such rest to hers, to peace parted souls.
From her fair and unpolluted flesh may violence spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be, when thou liest howling.
The fair Ophelia.
Sweet and sweet. Farewell.
I hope thou shouldst have been my Hamlet, sweet maid. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, and would have strewn my grave.
Oh, treble woe, full 10 times treble upon that cursed head, whose wicked deed thou most ingenious sense of pride of. Hold off the earth awhile, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quickened dead, and till of this or that a mountain you have made, to o'ertop old Pelion, and the bluish head, of skies Olympus.
What is he whose griefs bear such an emphasis, whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars, and makes them stand like wonder wounded heroes? This is I, Hamlet the Dane, that will take thy soul! Brothers could not with all their quantity of love make up my son. What will I do for her?
Oh, yes, my dear.
Oh, my God, forbear him.
Show me what thou wilt do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, drink up icicle, eat a crocodile. I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine, to outface me with leaping in her grave? Be buried quick with her, and so will I!
What did you say about this?
What is the reason you use me thus? I loved you ever. It is no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. Careful you, and all will have his day.
Give him the watch, Rachel, I pray you. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet, shortly shall we see. Till then, the patience of the seeding be.
So much for this, sir. Now, shall you see the other? Up from my cabin, my sea gown scarfed about me in the dark, groped I to find out the sleeping Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Had my desire, fingered their packet, and in fine withdrew to mine own room again to unseal their grand commission, where I found Horatio. Oh, royal knavery, an exact command, larded with many several sorts of reason, importing Denmark's health and England's too, that on this supervised, no leisure baited, my head should be struck off.
Is it possible?
Hear me how I did proceed. I sat me down, devised a new commission, and wrote it fair. Will thou hear the effects of what I wrote?
I'm good, my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king, as England was his faithful tributary, that on the view and know of these contents, without debatement further, more or less, he should put the bearers to sudden death. I had my father's signet in my purse, that was the model of that Danish shield, folded it up in form of the other, subscribed it, gave it the impression, and placed it safely. The change being never known. Now the next day was our sea fight, and what to this was sequent, thou knowest already.
So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern go to it.
Why, man, they did make love to their employment. They're not near my conscience. Their defeat doth by their own insinuation grow.
Wait. Now said.
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir.
His Majesty did vaguely signify to you that he laid great wager upon your head. Here is newly come to court Laertes, believing an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent differences, of very soft society and great showing. Indeed, to speak feelingly of him, he is the very cardinal calendar of a gentry. But you are not equal to what excellence Laertes is.
I dare not confess that, lest I should compare with him in excellence. But to know a man well is to know oneself.
I mean, sir, by his weapon. But in the invitations that's laid on him, by them his meat he's unfellowed. The king, sir, has wagered with it, that in a dozen or so passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He has laid on 12 for 9, and that would come to immediate trial, if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
No. How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall. If it please his majesty, it is the breathing time of day with me. Let the foils be brought. The gentleman willing, the king shall hold his purpose. I shall win for him if I can. If not, I will gain nothing but my shame and the odd hits.
Shall I re-deliver you even so?
This effect, sir, after will flourish your nature will.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours.
Will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Since he went into France, I have been in continual practice. I should win at the odds. But I would not think how ill all's here about my heart.
If your heart dislike anything, obey. And what will store their repair hither, and say you're not fit?
Not a whit. We defy augury. There is special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, it is not to come. If it be not to come, it is now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet, come, take this hand from me.
Give me a pardon, sir. I've done you wrong, but pardon is your gentleman. This presence knows, and you must needs heard, how I was punished with sore distraction. What I have done, that might to honour, nature, and exemption roughly awake, I here proclaim was madness. I do receive to offer love like love and not. I do embrace it freely, and will this brother's wager freely play? Give us the foils, come on. Come. One for me.
Send me the sweets of wine upon that table. If Hamlet give the first or second hit, or Christian answer with the third exchange, let all the battlements their ordnance fire. The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath, and in the cup an union shall he throw, richer than that which four successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Give me the cup. And let the kettle to the trumpet speak, the trumpet to the cannon without, the cannon to the heavens to earth. The king brings the Hamlet. Come, begin, and do the judges bear a wary eye.
Come, sir. One! No, judgment!
A hit. I a very powerful hit.
Well, again.
Stay, give me drink. Hamlet, this bowl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I'll play this out first. Set by one. Come, sir.
He's back and stands for breath. Come, Hamlet, let me rub thy brow.
You're better.
The Queen Querol is to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord, I pray you pardon me.
It is the poison cup. It is ridiculous.
I dare not drink yet, madam, by and by.
Come, let me wipe thy brow.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
I do not think it.
And yet it's almost against my conscience.
Come, but bear, tease me with that. Pray you, pass with your violence. I'm afraid you make want of it.
Say so. Come on.
Nothing. Neither way.
I hit him now.
Father, you're on silence!
Hey, come again.
Why is the woodcock to mine own spring, Jodie? I'm justly served by mine own treachery.
How does the Queen?
She swore to see them bleed.
Billy, let the doors be locked. Treachery, seek it out. It is here, Hamlet.
Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. The foul practice has turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. My mother's poison, Hamlet. I can no more. The king's to blame.
Point in venom too. Then venom to thy work.
And defend me, friends, I am but her.
Here, thou murderous, incestuous, damned dame! Drink off this potion. Is thy union here? Follow my mother.
He is justly served.
It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, O Lord. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven made me free of it. I follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Wretched Queen, and you that look pale and tremble at this chance. But I have time as this fell Sergeant Death is strict in his arrest.
who I could tell you, but let it be. Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest, report me in my cause to rise here unsatisfied.
Never believe it! I'm more an anti-criminal than a Danish yet from the canal!
Is that what man? Give me a drop. Let go, my head, I'll have it! Ah! Ah! Horatio! What a wounded name! Think standing thus behind me shall I be? If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, I've sent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world, draw breath and pain to tell my story. What more like noise is this?
Young Voltemand, the conquest come from Poland. The ambassador of England gives us all by volley.
Oh, I die, Horatio. The potent voice of Chiodo crows my spirit. I cannot live to hear the news from England, but I do prophesy the election lights on Fortune grass. He has my dying voice. Ah! So tell him we give Karen's more and less which have solicited. The rest is silence.
Now cracks the noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels bring thee to thy rest. Why do these drums come hither?
Where is the cycle?
What is it you would see? If aught of woe or wonder, cease your search.
This quarry cries of havoc. O proud death, what feastest ward in thine eternal cell, that thou so many princes have shot so low and struck?
The sight is dismal, and our affairs from England come too late. There is a census that should give us hearing to tell him his commandment is fulfilled, that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Where should we have our thanks?
And from his mouth had the ability of life to thank you. He never gave commands of their death. But since so jump upon this bloody question, you from the pole that pause, and you from England that here arrived, give order that these bodies high on the stage be placed to view, and let me speak to the yet unknowing world and how these things came about. So shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments and casual slaughters, of death put on by a cunning and forced cause, and in the upshot, purposes mistook, falls on the inventor's head. All this can I truly deliver.
Let us haste to hear it. Recall the noblest Claudius. For me, with sorrow, I embrace my fortune. I have some right to memory in this kingdom, which now to play my advantage, stop and bite me.
That shall also have cause to speak, and from his mouth whose voice will draw no more. But let the same be presently performed,
Even while men's minds are wildly some mischance or plot or errors happen.
Let full captains bear Hamlet like a soldier to the stage. For he was lately having put on to approve most royally. For his passage, the soldier's music and the rites of war speak loudly for him. Take up the body. Such a sight as this becomes the field, but here shows much of this. Go, bid the soldiers shoot.